What's up, you guys? It's Joe and Najee here with the Grappling For Couples Xperience. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day. So we have a nice topic for the day. Babe, you want to introduce?
Yeah, so today's topic is what if you feel like you're in a relationship and your partner starts to do the switcheroo and they start to change things up.
Switching up on you.
So I guess we can speak from our own experience. Joe switched all the way up. No, I'm just kidding.
I was saying, wait, what? As you get older, you will switch in some ways.
Yeah,
But
I
go
think
ahead.
one question is, did you really communicate and know your partner before getting in a relationship? That's the first thing.
And as a partner, like, were you being authentic when you met them?
Right.
Because, some people do certain things to get you, and then when they get you, they switch up and they go to who they really are.
Right. So they weren't being authentic. And I could see how that could be, frustrating. Getting with the person and then they're a completely different person, or things that they said, they didn't. I will say that sometimes, though, we do get red flags from people, because I think about people that I've dated in the past. And it's like, a person didn't switch up. Sometimes it's like you notice certain things early and you decide not to address them, and instead of them being in like a small manner when you all were just like kicking it, to now y'all in a relationship, now it's like much bigger.
And you have to deal with it.
And you have
because you're with them.
Or you don't have to deal with it, but you choose to be in a relationship and deal with that. But I know that there are flags and things that I've seen and decided like, oh, either I'm gonna be with this person. Clearly I wasn't. Or I'm going to make a different choice. But, there were certain things I think of in our relationship that I did before where things may have changed. Like, one of the things is, like, cooking. Joe knows, like, before we got together, I was not a cook. I wasn't the cooking type. And now I do, so that's what I switched up. No, but...
What?
No, but I told him, even though I wasn't a cook, one, I'm open to learn how to cook. And I am. And I have taken some notes from you. And I've cooked some meals. But my biggest thing was that he won't go hungry. And for the most part, he doesn't. So
for the most part.
But like dressing style, like when we were dating, like I dressed a lot sexier. And I think that some of that was through like getting married and having like kids. I know that like, I don't know, probably in the back of my mind, I felt that there was a certain way that I needed to be or dress myself. And it wasn't until Joe was able to communicate to me, like, be sexy. Mostly with him. Don't be sexy by yourself.
Yeah,
but,
not go out and be sexy, but when you're with me, it's okay to be... Can I fit in here?
No, you cannot fit in here.
Why would she do that?
Babe, if y'all could see,
it's
first
okay.
of all,
yeah, she's an old
these
lady.
ladies are
I know.
ancient.
I don't...
Ancient. That's like grandma getting in the car. She doing the best she can.
Fair
She's
enough.
pulling up.
So, that ain't changed. That ain't changed about me. It's a regular thing.
He's consistent.
Oh.
But dressing style...
I think, like, I don't know. I feel like if someone changes up on you, like, one, you call it out, like you say it.
It's how you say
like
it. Because he didn't come to me and was like, babe, like, you wearing jeans and sweatpants.
That was a nice way. Like, that's a...
That was a guilty way.
That wasn't... You think I feel guilty?
No.
No. I was about to say, no, I don't.
But he didn't come to me and was like, babe, like, you looking raggedy. I wasn't looking raggedy, but I was
anyway.
chill. And what he did was he flipped it and said,
I said what I liked.
Yeah.
I said, babe, I really like that you look sexy. Like, I like that you're dressing to look sexy. Like, I like that. So that kind of just let her know, oh, I don't normally dress like this, like I did. So let me dress like this more when we're around each other.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like, that was like my way of telling her, hey, like, I want you to dress sexy and look sexy. Like, that's...
Without,
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think communication is key. Knowing your spouse, like one thing he knew about me is I do love to get dressed. I do love to look good. So that's something that he knew, and when he noticed a change or a difference, he didn't, go on me. He just basically said what he loved. And then we had a conversation about it. He asked and was also able to hear my perspective in reference to that and to know, like, why I felt that way.
Right, and why you would dress that way. Like, so being just transparent and expressing how I felt so she can know exactly how I feel. That way she can respond appropriately.
Yeah.
And it could have been like, babe, this is just how I like to dress. But it was like, you know what? I do enjoy when I would dress like sexy, but I just didn't know if you would feel some kind of way when I do it.
Married.
So it's just about like communicating and letting your partner know. And if it's things that like really bother you, then you also have to really communicate that. If it's something that switches up and you communicate
or you think it's switched up, because sometimes you
Right.
may think something but you haven't communicated why the switch up is even there,
that is true.
or if it's a legitimate switch
Or
up.
made it, yeah. Like they can happen for a reason. It's just about communicating it, and if you were to communicate it and it doesn't turn out for the better, like and they don't fix it, then that's like that doesn't mean stop communicating or like to just give up on the communication. Like you have to now
And
find
you
other
saying
ways.
fix, but it's not broken, but it doesn't change.
Well, fix if you're assuming that I'm saying fix is if something's broken. I'm saying fix is in it. There's a disconnect between you and the person that you're with. Fixing it in terms of like y'all fixing it together.
All right.
I'm just letting you know my terminology. But yeah, so like just communicating and like really being able to connect through that communication and letting them know and respecting it, like having the humility to say, you know what, you're right. I used to spend more time with you, and I've been so booked up with work that I haven't done that, right? And that's something that you need to be mindful of. And when they express that, that means, okay, pipe down a little bit on work, like slow your roll with working and connect with your partner. So it's just about communicating that and letting them know where you're coming from, what you feel. But it's important to communicate it and just say how you feel. But it does happen. The switch up happens. People do it all the time. But how do you show up when they switch up is the big one. You like that? I made that up. How do you show up when they switch up? How are you being? What are you being?
And it's funny, like as you were singing that, my song's on.
So
Come on, I get my grin on.
For my part to come on, living my best life. If y'all haven't heard that song, what's his name? Lil Duval.
I ain't got
Check it
time
out.
with you niggas. What is it? I ain't going back and forth.
They ain't going back and forth. All right. Thanks for joining us on another episode of the Couples Xperience.
Have a phenomenal day.
Yes.
Love on your babies, okay? They need the love. You gotta let them know. You know you love?
Yes.
Okay. Love on them. See you guys.